Armory disc golfers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be answering a question that a lot of people have, and that is, how does a disc's weight affect its stability? Now, most people have asked this question about how does a disc weight affect its stability at some point in their disc golf journey, as have I, and today I'm finally getting to the bottom of it. I grabbed a whole bunch of discs. We have 5 Champion Eagles and we have 5 Star Wraiths. These were all bought at the same time, so theoretically they're all from the same run. We have them ranging all the way from 150 to 175, and these go 157 to 175. So Caleb and I are going to go out into a field. We're going to throw them into a tailwind, into a headwind. We're going to throw some forehand, we're going to throw some backhand, and I'll let you know how it goes, or you can see how it goes, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. A long way, for me at least. All right, let's try to get some air under this one. 167. This session is the first time I've ever thrown an eagle, and I might be an eagle thrower after this. 170. Max weight. Okay, so I didn't see a ton of difference in the stability or the distance really. For the Wraiths, I'm going to try to throw them on more hyzer because that's typically how I like throwing the Wraith. All right, starting with a 150 Wraith. If this thing doesn't flip, I need to retire. Yeah, that's flippy. 163. $167. And then finally, max weight boy, 175.
Is this thing on? Yeah. I'm going to start off with the Eagles, go mean green. Actually, I'm going to start with the blue one because it's lighter weight. Last one, 173, 175. I'm noticing quite a bit more stability as the weight gets higher with these.
Hello! At this point, the camera battery died. Thought it was full when we left. We're dealing with things, so we're switching over to phone camera, so if you see a difference in quality, that's why. Anyway, Caleb's throwing Wraiths.
Is this supposed to be blizzard?
Well, it's not like technically blizzard, it's 150.
Yes. Okay.
They don't call it that, but it is.
It feels good. It feels like vision plastic. So.
jump in stability there is crazy. Okay, so essentially what I've learned thus far is eagles go far, and it seems like the weight difference has more of an impact on the wraiths than the eagles. Would you agree?
Yes.
It felt like the eagles were flying pretty similarly in stability, and I haven't seen much of a difference in distance either. But we are now going to turn around and throw in the opposite direction. We had a bit of a headwind, now we're going to have a bit of a tailwind, and this is where lightweight discs are supposed to really shine, so we'll check that out. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of everything. I'm gonna throw these forehands into a tailwind. These seem identical to me. Yeah, all of those shots seem so similar to me. I don't know, but we'll see what the distances say. They're all right here. They're all the same. Okay, so some interesting things there. Start out with the eagles. I expect it to be, one, a lot less stable in general. I know the eagles are typically a pretty straight to stable fairway. I thought with their flight numbers being so close to the Wraith, it would be a good choice to compare it with. I wanted something a little faster and something a little slower, and I don't think people really mess around with lightweight mid-ranges. So I figured an eagle was a good choice, but the stability of these was really surprising. Obviously, especially the really lightweight one and the lighter weight ones in general. I was especially surprised, as you have seen, that these suckers, even on forehand, they all looked the same to me. Now, Caleb did mention that he felt like he was seeing stability increase as they went up, and I think that that is true to a degree, but I think that it much more affected the Wraiths. I don't know if that is because of the higher speed of the Wraith. I don't know the physics behind it. All I know is when I was throwing a 175 Wraith and when I was throwing a 150 Wraith, there was a massive difference. I mean, you saw that too. I also noticed that this guy, as you saw, seemed to be a lot more stable than these two, even though these are heavier. So I'm gonna check the parting line on them real quick, see if maybe that plays into it. Well, in my rudimentary test bench out here at the park, I can't really see much of a difference, but I assume this one either has to have a slightly higher parting line, or maybe I just didn't throw it as well. Maybe I threw it a little more nose up every time I threw it. I don't know. But this one definitely seemed pretty stable for its weight class, 167, compared to these guys, because this blue one's only 4 grams lighter, and it was pretty flippy. And the 150, clearly the lightest of the bunch, clearly the flippiest of the bunch as well. The other thing that I think is really interesting is that when it comes to distance, there didn't seem to be a ton of difference. I do think, again for the Wraiths more so than the Eagles, I guess because an Eagle is a more stable mold, the heavier weight helped a lot with consistency into headwind. And I also noticed just pure raw max distance shots, the lighter weight Wraith did go farther. The two light ones, the blue and the yellow, did go farther than the heavier ones into a tailwind. So I guess if you really wanted that extra 15 to 20 feet, you could bag something really light and or understable to get that extra push being carried by the wind, I suppose. But as for me, I think that I would rather just have the consistency of a more stable disc, even if that costs me 15 or 20 feet. If this were the difference between 40 or 50 feet, I would absolutely bag a lightweight driver, whether that's a Wraith or a D2 or a DD3, whatever it is that you want to throw. But as for me, I think I'm gonna stick with high 160s into the 170s for my max weight distance drivers. And again, that's just a consistency thing for me. If you play at a course where it's really windy and you can tailwind rip a couple times per round, maybe it'd be a good investment. If you do want a lightweight Wraith or a heavy one, or a driver of any kind, I suppose, I know where you can get one, armorydiscgolf.com. We've got these. We're gonna throw these up on the shelf. We're gonna knock a couple bucks off of them because obviously they've been featured in a YouTube video and they're now field tested, but we're gonna wipe them off, stamp them up, throw them up on the site if you wanna grab one. But you don't just have to buy one. We're gonna give one away. So just let us know, you want Wraith, you want Eagle. I just showed you random discs both time I did that. Comment below, let us know which one of these bad boys you want, which one you like the way that it flew. And we're gonna pick a comment and we're gonna send it to you. We'll wipe this F2 stamp off there, or we'll put our Armory stamp on it and we'll send it your way for free 99. Make sure that you're subscribed to be a part of that giveaway, and we'll see y'all next time.